And we're live again. All right, this is the 12th episode of Desk Duty, and I was hoping we would have reached a higher level of quality by this point. How do you feel about that, Nigel?
I feel that we have improved and expanded our empire.
Right.
We're just moments away from groundbreaking material on the internet.
We have 30 people who watch our show instead of 25. Isn't that impressive?
That is a gain of human lives. Those are immeasurable souls that use their time to watch us.
We appreciate
it's amazing.
you.
So maybe we just need to wait. What's it? Oh, here's Nadia.
We need to call everyone else Bob.
Oh, I was trying.
Just need to call each other Bob.
Hey Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Bob. How are you?
Very good.
Oh wait, yeah, you're not Bob.
I'll show you, Bob. So, it's about almost kind of maybe the end of the semester. Do you want to kill yourself, Ryan?
But, no, I don't want to.
See, that's good. That's how you know you're having a good semester. That's what you need to start measuring it by, because then you never let yourself down. What about you, Enrique?
No, I'm not suicidal at all.
That's a good thing, man.
But semester's been rough, but I'm improving.
Mm-hmm.
No, all I know is I just keep on seeing you post on Twitter. Always anxious.
I am always anxious, but I'm not suicidal. There's a difference.
I'm anxious all the time.
I like to have that calm, mellow attitude towards my suicidal tendencies.
Yeah, that's how you just calmly approach it.
I
beat it with a hammer.
I
Or
believe
your
in chillaxed depression.
Chillax depression. That
Yes.
sounds
That's
like
kind of depression.
the worst kind of Doritos I've ever tasted.
Chillaxed depression.
That actually
Hey,
sounds good.
what's that new thing that they have there in some of these Taco Bells they're experimenting with? It's like a Kit Kat quesadilla.
My mouth just watered. It just watered.
I heard about that, and then one of my buddies, Shaylin, she was posting about that on Facebook, and she's like really into health and fitness and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, I don't know, they're talking about this Kit Kat quesadilla, and I don't want to hear any like smack talk about it. I really could go for one right now, but they don't have it at our Taco Bell. It's just lame. I think that you can look on their website and.
I'll get it mailed. It'll be good by the time it gets here.
Good Lord. Have you ever gotten food mailed from out of state?
Isn't that how you die? That's not a good thing.
No, okay, so one time for
Supposed
my
to.
mom's birthday, we kids, who are these people?
That's, you know who that is.
Oh. Now, we got, for my mom's birthday, she really liked Philadelphia cheesesteak sandwiches. So we ordered Philly cheesesteak sandwiches from Philadelphia while we lived in Indiana. So those had to travel like 1,000 miles.
How long did that take to cook?
They were good. They were good. No,
Are
they
you
were,
serious?
Yeah. It was like special rush delivery. They're all in tinfoil. It was pretty expensive.
What did she use to order it?
No, we ordered it for her.
Oh,
The
okay.
the place itself, it was Cambo's Deli, one of the originals. I think it was like Gino's and Cambo's. They're rivals, and they were always arguing who invented the Philly cheesesteak sandwich, but or who's better or whatnot. And we'd eaten there at that restaurant too when we were visiting Philadelphia, and so on their website you can actually order directly from them.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
man.
it's good.
How
Could you
long
go?
would it take a Philly cheesesteak to get here?
It took a couple days, I think, or no, a
Couple
day. I think it took a
days.
day. Speaking of which, I actually am supposed to be getting like a check that's relatively sizable because I sold some stock, and I paid extra for like the overnight mail, and it's still not here, and it's kind of pissing me off.
How many nights has it been?
4.
4 nights for overnight?
I don't know if they've even sent it out though
Open
yet.
the email?
No, because they definitely sold it all because now my account says 0.
Whoa.
Red
It's just-
flag.
It's through Merrill Lynch, so they never have had an issue with treating their customers
Until
right.
now.
No, they actually have before. But yeah, I might call a place. Here, look, we're gonna put this on Snapchat so people start watching.
My Snapchat isn't about that life. I don't have
Mine is. That's all I use Snapchat for, advertising. All right, wow, look are we live streaming and putting it on Snapchat? Look it's me and Nigel and Enrique. Andre's not on camera, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, but his
But
voice is here.
All right, wait, who's this? Oh, man, and Kenneth just showed up? What? Oh, Andre opened the door for Kenneth. So, let's see. Oh, I can't switch the camera.
Oh, you can. Just like double tap the screen.
Snapchat for advertising. All right, wow, look at our... All right, let me switch the camera here. All right. So, guys, just go on to YouTube right now. We're live streaming. Look up Desk Duty, and if you start seeing some weirdos that look a little bit like us, that's us. Watch our show.
You already get cane.
So, guys, just go on to YouTube right now.
Cafeteria food.
All right.
I didn't know I was moving.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah, but like you told me you were on your way. That was like 4 hours ago. Okay, not quite that long.
That's an hour. Like,
4
when
hours.
I called you, like, this man just got in my room. I took a break. I was like, fuck, I'm going out.
Hey, watch your profanity. Okay. Channel.
I don't know, bro. I don't think I fucked up today.
With what?
I don't have my car.
Hey, what? Hey, we're live streaming, Kenneth. So make sure you're not spilling any sensitive information.
I don't have my car.
You don't have your card?
Oh, that text you?
Yes.
Oh, you CK.
I knew it. I knew it.
Well, I think our episodes are getting more rougher and rougher with their starts.
That's a good thing. It shows
Nothing.
something good.
All right, so let's share this and then watch as
episodes are getting
more rougher and rougher with their starts.
That's a good thing. It shows
Nothing.
You said my name.
All
Right.
right, so let's share.
Oh,
Well, of course we're. Oh
He
wow.
called you out at the thing.
Huh?
He called you out at the thing.
What?
When you called me, I'm pretty sure you called me on accident.
So let's share. Oh, of course we're. Oh wow.
The thing yesterday, when he was talking with
With the senators.
Everybody knew who he was talking about immediately. He didn't say your name though.
When? I didn't call you.
Whoa, yeah, you did. It's on my phone. You probably did it on accident.
No, you hadn't answered, though. You was here.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I was with Bree yesterday. I said I was trying to tell you to come open the door.
Oh,
That wasn't
Yeah, but he was at a in
No,
between
I-
6 and 8, he was at a meeting, an important one. But yeah,
Well, hey, tell us about that. How did that go for you?
Why don't we talk about that? Okay, so just for backstory, though, I'm sure most of the people who watch this have seen advertisements everywhere, mostly me posting crap like saying, "Guys, show up to this thing. It's about higher education." But of course, for the poor lost soul that stumbles upon this, who doesn't live in Louisiana, is not in college. We're running into, Louisiana has a notorious problem of always coming up short with their budget.
What did the gap have today?
you ain't missing out.
Was it horrible? Just say it.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. That
What
makes
did they
sense.
serve?
Dude, I don't even
Like
remember.
crappy pasta. Kenneth,
Yeah.
Kenneth,
Look, this shit is more important than that.
No, it is not.
No, it is
You asking
not.
about
It
the
really
gas.
isn't,
I
man.
get you gonna have it Monday, so chill.
anyway. Kenneth, don't make me start thinking, wow, when did our show that already was of questionable quality start declining drastically? Was it the time when Kenneth showed up?
Got him.
After all the female love, I'm like,
When you showed up, what? Anyway, no, but so we were talking. Louisiana, even though we ought to be like rolling in dough when it comes to state revenue because of all our natural resources and refining and all that stuff, for some reason we always seem to come up short when it comes to funding. And Louisiana is in a peculiar position because the only two items that are not constitutionally protected places to spend money, state revenue, is healthcare and education.
Now, how does that make any sense?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't understand.
But what happened, I think, huh? Okay, so in the Louisiana Constitution, there's certain things that the state can spend money on. And the only two things that are not protected by the Constitution is healthcare and education.
but it wasn't there that time when they made it, probably.
Yes, I'm sure when they were making the Constitution, Exxon existed, but schools did not. Let's think about this real hard, Kenneth.
Not everybody went to school, though.
No, okay, Kenneth. I think you're missing something. In the Constitution, there's certain companies and industries that are protected, but like when they get tax cuts, so that we incentivize them to come to our state.
When was our Constitution made?
I mean, do you know what an amendment is? An amendment is like the Constitution exists, but then you can change it a bit. Well, now there's all these things that are piled on. It's like, oh, okay, this industry is protected, and they can pay less taxes than you and me because they're this kind of industry. We got the notes like that all throughout our Constitution, as far as I understand. But there's no amendment or bill or clause or whatever that
It's just cricket. The rich gonna stay rich and the poor gonna stay poor.
Well, okay, so that's how everything starts until you have like a French Revolution or something like that. Hopefully, we don't have that here. We do something a little bit milder. One of the things that they brought up in the meeting. So yesterday, we had our faculty senate here at McNeese met. Yes, Kenneth. So there was. I didn't see you there.
I wasn't done.
In what thing?
Kirkman,
You're in the what?
Kirkman at that time.
Doing what?
I was supposed to go to Baton Rouge today, but I couldn't.
For what?
The throwing competition.
Oh, well, you're not going?
I can't miss my job.
No.
You
Anyway,
really couldn't take a day off? You really couldn't take
you
a
could have
day
taken
off.
a day off.
I didn't miss, but she let me off for like two Saturdays already. It's gonna be like,
Oh, never mind. Okay, I get what you say. All right. Anyway, so we had like members of our faculty and then local representatives and senators. There was this panel, and we were discussing the future of higher education in Louisiana. Not just funding for like TOPS, which again for non-Louisianians is a program that helps students pay for school with like state funds, all that kind of stuff. It's in addition to like FAFSA, which is a federal thing. So we were talking about that, but also just like funding for colleges in general. And it was interesting. It was about a 2-hour-long conversation. And the thing is with it, as one of my friends pointed out, like there wasn't any like fact-checking component, which I took pretty profuse notes while I was there, because I actually was on the panel too. I mean, that was a mistake, I think. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, Nigel, you were there.
I think it was good.
What-
You're making
do
those
you-
old guys a little jealous. It was funny though.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What did you say?
What?
You said that
It
you
was
said
good.
no. What
It
the
was
part? What the other
good.
part you said?
No, you're hearing things, man.
Nigel, come on,
You're
say it.
hearing
Look,
things.
look.
You've been spending too much time with them old guys on the board. You
Shut up.
you work on
No.
your hearing, man.
So it came. I don't know. I felt like I spoke like on behalf of McNeese, all right?
It was good, yeah.
Yeah. What else did he say? Or is that off the record?
That guy on the end was hilarious.
What, Gwen? I'm from Jennings,
That voice, that raspy voice. Cool guy.
and I.
Was he doing it on purpose or that?
No,
No,
he
that's
just-
that's how he talks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Hey, Kenneth, just look at my Facebook. It's on there. I shared the video, the whole thing. If you guys look up like hashtag Higher Ed LA, that
That was
was
a
it.
hashtag, I'm not gonna.
Anyway, Kenneth, enjoy your chicken sandwich there, please.
I need to talk to you.
I thought we already talked. Oh, what? You got divorced?
No,
You got married?
no,
You caught an STD?
no.
You got
Hey
engaged?
man, you're not living. You ain't doing nothing exciting. You got to do one of those three.
Oh, come on, Nigel. Anyway,
Those are the rules.
you know what I want? I want an STI. No, not that kind of STI.
I know what
So-
kind of STI you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
Subaru kind of STI. Anyway, it's a car. It's a car,
Can I
people.
get
It's one of the best cars
Pelvis
out there.
kind of.
The pelvis kind of STI.
Yeah, that's why.
Why do they?
My Civic can beat it.
You know what? I don't even know what it would cost me like my life and would have gone to jail. Your Civic can beat it. Okay, let's. I can't wait to. No, you still couldn't do that.
No,
And-
you can't.
no,
it's
you
a
can't.
Honda. They're lawnmowers.
Well, no, even if you know, even if you supercharge, look, and I like Honda Civics, but like that particular one you have, it's not an SI, it's not a Type R. Even if you supercharge that, you got, what do you got like right now? What's he have, like 130 horsepower?
Yeah, something like
Something like that.
His
So if-
transmission wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah, but like, let's say you upgraded the transmission and all that stuff, like, and if you just are keeping the engine and just supercharged it or turbocharged it, maybe you could get like 250 horsepower out of it, which is respectable. Except the Subaru WRX STI has 320 horsepower and all-wheel drive. You will not be able to beat that in a straight line. You certainly won't be able to beat that in the curves. And you don't have the downforce to keep it grounded. Like that Subaru will 150 miles an hour be stuck on the ground.
Did you ever talk about your Porsche on desk duty?
I don't know. See, I wish we could figure out how to do like the screen sharing thing on here.
So you put plain wings
Or I
on
can
the
just
car.
pull up a picture on my
You put plain
phone,
wings on-
find a way
plain
to-
wings on the car, it will fly.
Here's the thing. No, like this. If you ever watch like sometimes with some crashes in like Formula One and stuff, the car will go airborne, because there's too much air that builds up underneath it, and like it'll hit some little nip in the road, and it'll flip up and flips around, flies in the air. But the reason why airplanes can fly is because they're not. Cars depend on friction between their wheels or their tires and the road to propel them forward. Airplanes have thrust that come from their propellers, their turboprops, their jets, whatever.
What if you just put wings on a car? Would it fly?
That
It
would
will again. This is what would happen.
For
Maybe
3
maybe
seconds.
it would go like this, woo, and fall over. Oh, it's skin shook. It would go like this, woo, and fall over. Don't you know these things, Kenneth? Why do you ask stupid questions?
So you tell them they won't get off the ground? No, I'm kidding.
Shut up. Nah, I mean it'll go airborne for a little bit, and then you'll crash and die miserably.
I mean, because once
no,
you're
no.
in the air,
There's nothing that propel you
wheels-
forward. They're no longer touching the ground.
yeah.
The reason why airplanes can fly is because they have that continual thrust that's using. What?
That came out of
He
nowhere, man.
almost
That's
fell.
kind of weird.
The continual thrust, from the jets.
Continual.
But I mean, we're trying to talk.
No, isn't it the vast expanse of the thing and the
No,
wind?
that's how it gets airborne, but how it stays airborne. Because he was saying, well, what if you put wings in a fast car? Will it fly? And it's like for 2 seconds, and then you'll crash. The thing is, it's like once you get enough speed, that's what there's the low pressure areas and high pressure areas over the wing and all that stuff.
Wait,
but what?
was he talking about actual airplane?
No.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Right. So say in midair, say 36,000 feet over there, and the plane is in the air because.
Okay, the
Turbines
wings.
are turning. and
Yes.
it's going
Okay, so
forward.
that's what propels it forward. You got the jets sucking in the air, mixing it with the fuel, igniting it, making thrust.
Making it
that
go
pushes
forward.
it forward, right?
But that's forward. I'm
That's-
talking about.
no, that depends on the wings. He was saying if you put wings on a car, a regular old car, will it
Okay,
fly?
okay, all right,
You
okay.
see?
So
you know
now-
how you feel like you're getting
now-
brain cancer when you hear that question.
Just so we're clear, it's the air underneath the
That
wings
makes it fly. Yes.
That is
Well,
keeping it
that
up.
keeps it up, right? But the whole flight thing, you need the thrust pushing it forward, and the
You
wings.
missed it.
What?
He is gonna see some truly
So you
great
can't
shit.
glide? Like, it won't glide.
It depending.
But it glides.
But there's some things like it's
The
like
plane glides.
it's like hey, can I
It'll glide. It'll glide.
For a while.
for a
But
bit
to
and then
get up would
Right. So whenever they're landing, they do switch the engines off, don't they?
no, they
That would be-
just decelerate. I think. I mean, they
Yeah.
I think
that's
Yeah,
why
like-
the landing strips are so long. They'd have
no,
they
because
like-
otherwise it just goes because the plane is still
and
very
then once
heavy.
they're on
you
the
know.
ground, they probably immediately turn it
But
off.
then,
Like,
okay,
no,
whenever it's
No,
landing,
okay,
why
there's
don't I hear
reverse-
Why don't I hear the engines anymore?
Well, I hear when we land the plane.
then that's just design of the plane. Then.
No, but okay, but this is
It's
the no.
air pressure that you're from high altitude to low altitude, so more air pressure, so your air is like.
But no, okay. Now you mentioned like they don't turn the engines off when they hit the runway.
No.
but
What
some
you gonna go eat,
some
Zach?
planes.
What?
What are you gonna go eat? I know you're hungry because I am.
I don't know yet.
You going to Orange for Whataburger?
As tempting as that is, no, I gotta save money.
Is Whataburger even open right now?
Yeah,
They open 24 hours.
Okay then.
That the whole chorus. Sponsored by.
Whataburger.
No.
Open 24 hours a day.
But just one note on the plane. Okay, when it lands, a lot of planes have like reverse thrusters. Well, this goes psh, and shoots it like backwards.
Oh yeah, that's how they like go like this. I've seen planes do this motion. Like this is their front and this is the back, and they'll go like this.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I'm
that's
missing
the,
something.
that's the front.
It's like thrust
wheel
vector.
that goes round, and so you can.
I don't know.
but they're
I'm
moving
not.
back at the same time.
They can do
I don't
that.
know too much.
No, but I mean, if the planes are meant to go forward, you'd have to have something pushing them
No,
backwards.
planes are
To
meant
move
go
this
forward and
direction.
backward. It can go both ways.
So it okay.
Little do you
I
know,
think we're
it's actually
agreeing on the
possible
same
to take
thing.
It
off
can go
backwards.
backwards when it's on its wheels.
I know this. That's what I'm saying. Okay, guys.
See, that's actually what they got to do with, a passenger's acting.
Are you sure it's not Pixie
don't
Dust?
turn the
I'm
bus
going to
around,
turn
just
Pixie
back
Dust.
it up.
You just back it up.
Girl, you
Back
need to
that
do it.
ass up.
Don't you back that plane up.
Yeah.
Same mind.
Odin dies, just so you know.
Can you
This
sit,
man?
Kinchik, sit back
How
here.
dare you,
He
man?
lives like 2
No,
doors
that's like
away.
the very beginning of the movie. It's not.
Okay.
It's
Can you
nothing.
Yeah, I actually knew that.
It's
I
nothing.
actually
There's
knew
no spoiler there.
Kinchik,
There
move
is
your
a
chair back
spoiler.
here. Move
Someone
your chair back here.
dies is a spoiler.
You back here.
How is that? How is that a
Hey,
spoiler?
see,
If you
Guardians of the
tell when
Galaxy-
someone
stop?
dies, it's a spoiler.
No,
I got
didn't-
like an hour,
listen,
man.
I didn't give you a single spoiler except
Hey,
Odin's death.
can you stop?
See, except you, so you admit
Hey,
you
whoa,
just
whoa,
spoiled.
whoa, whoa.
And Natalie Portman was super
Oh, okay.
I could have guessed that. I probably could have
No, wait,
guessed
I think no. Don't you have a new crush now, Kinchik? Tessa Thompson.
I barely held my dick.
Okay.
Like I was about to go to the bathroom right in the thing.
Okay, well, this took a turn for the worse.
She was so fucking hot.
Who?
What was that?
Who?
Tessa Thompson, she's an actress.
Tessa
She
Thompson.
looked much better in that movie than she is in real life.
Y'all talking
Oh,
about Phillips?
Okay.
Huh?
What if she watches this?
Well, no, I think
I
she's
want
pretty
to
in real
fuck
life.
you.
Stop, can't you?
I'd like to second the. I don't even.
I like a third dash.
Y'all talking about
Who was it
What
for?
did you take?
Who's Phyllis?
Nigel, go with him.
Huh?
Seats are full by now.
No, I don't have my card. I'm not going.
No, it was not full at all.
It wasn't.
All right.
It was weird.
Wait,
Wait, oh, today's Friday, so.
Today's
keep
Friday.
it on.
Friday it will be pretty.
I called him with the Phillips.
What?
Syphilis? Huh?
Yeah, it's syphilis, right?
Phillips.
Syphilis dick, right?
Syphilis?
Kenneth, don't
think-
banter with the master here.
Hey, I think the new girl is gonna be Thor's girl.
Which I am definitely in favor of.
Really?
No, come
That's
on.
messed
Wait,
up. How do you get a
I
new
gotta
girlfriend
go.
in a superhero movie?
Why?
I gotta go
all
to
right, see ya.
Civic Center.
All right.
See you guys.
To see all the
Let me know-
civics at the
oh, God.
Civic Center?
He touched my thing with his thing. So let us know how the movie is.
Of course, man. You'll be the first to know.
No, don't knock on my door. I don't want to know that much. But yeah, Odin dies and
Can you stop, please?
Thor might die. too.
Nigel, we can't see
Thor
him.
loses something by the way. The
All right.
hammer is gonna.
So we were trying, we
Yeah,
got,
everybody saw it in the commercial.
we,
Trailer or whatever.
we were trying to have a logical discussion here.
About
Logical.
Oh,
Broke
shoot,
down and,
man.
asking-
was the topic of logical discussion.
We were talking about the discussion panel we had with the senators and representatives last night
What was the discussion on?
about funding higher education in Louisiana.
Higher what?
Higher education in Louisiana. How are we going to fund it?
How we're gonna fund it?
Yeah.
And then we started talking about playing.
Well, tax cuts cannot be the solution though.
Well, that was the idea. It's like one of the, you have to figure out that are we willing to raise taxes to pay for education? Or are we willing to take tax cuts away from certain?
I thought
industries?
for every payment that people make, they take 1 or 2 cents extra.
There was that, but it's phasing out like in a month or so.
Who's it?
That's Andre.
Oh wait, never mind. Yes.
Phasing out?
Yes, and so but people don't want to reinstate it, or some people are saying we shouldn't reinstate it, even though it adds like $1 billion to the Louisiana's revenue, and it costs each individual person like nothing. I mean, think about it. If you make 10,000 transactions in a year, which is way more than I ever make, then that's $100 out of your pocket. That's nothing.
That's nothing. True.
Over a year's time. But anyway, actually before that, a couple weeks before that, I got in a big argument with someone about, I think I told you about that, where it's like, I said, we should look at continuing to have hey, let her in. Anyway. Wow, Nadia, glad you can make it here. Look, we already got a chair for you. Huh? You don't have to, but you should. You should. You look great. You look great. Come back. You look at college. Nadia, like I said, we all know, we all know that you're fine.
The man himself.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
Wait. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, we're talking about higher education right now. Also, we were talking about Thor, but we're not talking about that anymore. Hey, look, we got a chair.
Wow.
All right, hey, look, we got.
Don't introduce me. Just let me sit in the background.
Okay.
Topic with the cars and planes.
But
well,
since he is here, why don't you introduce him to her?
Huh?
Since
Well,
he
you
came
no.
all the way from here.
He knows. They know each other.
Oh, so you were not expecting an
Wait,
introduction?
hey, look. This is kinship. I don't know if you guys have met. I've talked a lot about him. Nadia. So yeah. Wait, you guys should have some kinship here too. Like he's environmental science. She's pre-vet ag science.
Oh,
I
you're in
do.
my soils class?
No, God, no.
Hey.
Do you know Olivia?
I'm bad with names, but I'm good with.
Another black girl with curly hair. It's only
Think
like
our
4 black
picture.
girls in that,
Wait,
so.
what?
No, it's probably more than that, but okay.
Anyway, hey, try to guess where Kinship's from.
Zambia.
What? What the fuck? Is that even a country?
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
you said it. I was
But think
thinking.
more about Asia.
That is no help at all to an American.
Sure.
Just gonna throw
Well, you're
that
from
in.
China, right?
No, if it's
Almost
Asia,
close.
then it's like India.
Yeah, close.
Close, sir.
It used to be part of India.
Okay.
Bangladesh. Nobody knows Bangladesh.
I knew about Bangladesh.
I mean,
No,
if you
people
say it
heard
to
about
me,
it.
I know what it is, but if you asked me to point it out on a map, I would not be able to.
No, see,
Can you
but
point out Israel in the map?
I can't.
Israel or Palestine? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Israel's in like South America,
Palestine
right?
do not exist.
huh?
Oh,
Wait, Kinchik, are you a Zionist? I didn't know this about you. It just seems so counter to your character.
Palestine do not exist. That's what I said.
Sorry, Sarah.
is this a live feed?
This is a live feed. Okay, so the thing is,
Maybe I shouldn't.
no. Okay,
You're
no,
already here now.
no.
And
We're
raunchy.
always no. Look, this is rated R all the time.
Okay.
Your president is not political, so no, why should you be?
Politically correct.
No,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
We've said everything on here.
Yeah,
So.
we
Yeah,
called
What-
him a
there's
mother.
been some things.
What, Nigel? What do you say? This is going to be the thing that comes back to haunt you when you run for president?
When you run for president.
It's not going to haunt me because I come across as the good guy in this show. You see, I'm actually using all. No, I'm kidding. So, mic drop.
Brian,
Anyway.
I'm upset no one responded. Kenneth, you
That
didn't
was
respond
actually
to me in the group chat.
Wait, you don't. Okay, I don't. I'm not in. Wait, not yet.
No, you didn't.
I mean,
Yeah, look at that flies. Now,
Wait.
now
Okay.
he's stumbling.
So I want to show you something though. I'm actually not in this group chat right now.
always tell you.
You did something?
No, you did
Wait.
not reply.
No, okay. I want to show you something though, real quick. I accidentally uninstalled GroupMe, and now I'm not back into those other GroupMes because there's 3 different Ryans that are all me. Because I accidentally made a bunch of accounts way back when. But look, could you just add all of them here? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. No, I thought about that, and I've been busy, so I haven't really.
Can I do a shameless plug? If you like
Yes.
horses, volunteer with therapeutic riding.
There we go.
That's all I got.
Hey, I got a new girl who's gonna be.
You got a new girl? Who's she?
No, calm down. No, I'm saying there's a new girl who's gonna be volunteering with us. She's see, you haven't. I guess. I don't know why it's not. Okay, type a name or phone number. Hang on. Anyway, no, one of the new track team people wants to start helping out, and she's going to be helping out for tomorrow's 10
I got
a.m.
my crew outfits.
You did?
Yeah.
Nigel, why didn't you go see it with us last time?
Because I'm trying not to spend it.
Oh, retweet.
Not trying to spend
Hey,
money?
hey,
That's $10. That's the best $10 you'll be spending all year. I mean, all month.
$10 is a lot of money.
we're live streaming. Okay. Oh, wait, okay. Now I'm in. That's good. I don't need to be in that formal one anymore. All right. Oh, now he responds. Cool. Good job. So, Nadia, what are you doing this weekend?
Nothing.
Good, because you're going to come to a party that's going to cost you absolutely nothing. No.
Where?
Another. Brian, I went to your party last weekend. This
Well,
is a lot.
okay. Well, you don't have to.
Don't talk about it.
Just say he's going.
It's very emotionally and demanding.
Is it really?
Emotionally demanding?
Yes.
What does that even
No.
mean?
You're
But
not
okay,
drunk enough
You
if
know
it's
about
emotionally
emotional labor?
demanding.
On
No,
a
but you're-
party,
but
there's
you're-
like emotional investment.
Yeah. Do you know?
Zero.
I only have this many people points a day, so I have to ration it out.
But so you consider yourself an introvert? Or an introvert with extroverted tendencies, or do you think those labels are stupid?
If you hesitated, you're an introvert.
Fluid.
You're
Depends on the day.
So how would you say that? There's gender fluidity and sex identity fluidity and all that stuff. So would you call that you have
I would say I personally have a very fluid personality.
fluid personality?
I mean, I feel like I'm
You
very.
have a volatile fluid personality.
No.
What the fuck?
See, because fluids can be volatile and all that kind of stuff.
Volatile.
You see, I'm proud of that. That was a great pun. You can tell because everyone's laughing. So.
Wait, people actually watch this? I
Only-
thought it was gonna be over by the time I got here.
Well, okay.
Got him.
Only 30 people watch this. But okay, we were getting derailed. We were talking about
One
higher
man's gonna be
education.
30 million.
Huh? That's the plan. But see,
I
I
hope that
own
never
this channel, so I'm
happens.
going to take all the revenue. No, I'm kidding. But you hope that never happens?
Yes.
No, I think.
Wow,
See,
you don't wanna
we need to.
comment?
Eventually, what I'd like to do is start having be a little bit more professional, more than just the mic here. Anyway,
I like it.
Thank you.
so we were talking about higher education, though. So the thing is, what did we talk about? One of the representatives, I think it was Gwynn, and he had mentioned that if we really want to see change, we need a constitutional convention and look at redrafting the Constitution. And I think that might actually be a good idea because it's so convoluted the way the Constitution is currently in Louisiana. Kenneth, can you say something sensible, please?
Which part is convoluted?
Okay, so it's just like the document itself is just like so many things have been added on and modified and everything, and there's so many things that are ingrained
Do
in
we even care about the Louisiana Constitution?
the laws. You have to follow.
We consider like
It's law,
oh yeah, state law.
state law. Yeah. So you can't start cutting funding or cutting tax cuts away if they're protected in the Constitution. You know, that's the thing.
So if it's federally implemented, it can.
I mean, theoretically, but the federal government won't do
Well,
that
let's say
because the federal
let's say the
government.
Trump tax plan passes, which I think it's going to.
I haven't had a chance to look over that very much.
It's gonna be the biggest cut. But it's gonna be the biggest cut, but it's not the biggest cut actually. Similar kind of cuts have been what do you call that? Passed during Obama administration. Can you believe that?
No, but he's a Kenyan Muslim socialist communist terrorist who wants to make everyone atheist and worship
I don't
Islam.
think Obama wants to make
USA.
No, come on, I'm making a joke. It's like
I
you
know.
can't be.
I know it's not even joke worthy because he's like he's pretty. Well, he showed he's really. I'm sure he's atheist in his own mind. But,
Yeah, everyone you like, you hope are atheist.
I don't hope. I know. I'm
Oh.
sure. Pretty sure he is. I'm sure Trump is a fucking atheist. I'm sure, except Mike Pence. I mean, these are. Mike Pence is like Christianity on cocaine.
He's like,
Well, see, Kinchik adopts a purely negative outlook on Christianity, so.
We don't know. Trump's tax plan is like it's no bigger than this. Like this is like a small this part. This is Trump's.
It's like
tax
4
plan.
tweets long. No.
4 or 5 tweets long, yeah. It's gonna be the biggest cut. That's it. That's the
Wait,
tax
okay,
plan.
so like since we, I want to find something that we can like gravitate around. This is something I think we all probably are keeping up with. Did you guys know that Trump's Twitter account was deleted for 11 minutes?
yeah.
Yeah.
This girl
That's what the
got
best
fired,
11
then she
minutes in
deleted it.
America.
Today?
This happened like yesterday.
Why
Yeah.
not
What,
look at the
what happened,
comments?
Nadia?
She was like getting fired.
Don't
or
look at the
something of that
comments
sort. So
on
last
YouTube.
day walking out, she
Just look
deleted
at-
his
look at-
account.
What they said.
So yeah.
But how can she delete it where he is the one
She
on
works
the
for Twitter.
on the
Yeah, she was an employee of Twitter, and she was on the way out and she deleted it. And that's how do you feel about that? Like, I mean, anyone. This is like just for anyone. Like, is that kind of a hilarious prank?
Oh my god.
Stop that. Don't
Okay.
do that. Don't go. Don't go.
All right.
Don't go.
Come on.
Oh my god.
It's so appropriate now. That was
No, it's
actually
not.
good.
We're trying to talk about.
Hold
Okay.
on, hold on. We're talking about serious stuff. Hold on.
Right, yeah.
Not now. No orgasm faces now.
Anyway, but like,
Keenan, wait a minute. Keenan,
What?
do you get up seeing that? He's gonna delete that photo. He's gonna delete that photo.
Thank you,
now.
Kinchik. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Like, what do you do?
but
You told me to make a meme out of it.
But why didn't you fucking make that? That would have been more meaningful than his orgasm face on your phone.
okay. First off, it wasn't that. I
there's
was
your
pretending
background.
I was getting a high off of heroin. That's much better.
I've seen that. I've seen that story.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Snapchat.
Pretending. That was right.
Yeah. Here you go, Nigel. Watch this. See, I don't know if there's any comments, but okay. So now, like,
Show it to Gilu.
Kinchik, do you think that was just something harmless, or was it a big deal that like she deleted that account? I mean, do you think she knew that they'd be able to reinstate it? She must have.
Are we talking about ethics? Then she-
Yeah, ethics or whatever. Yeah.
Well, in that case, that was well, whatever it was. It was a dick move.
Okay. Do you think it's hilarious that it happened?
Oh
or-
yes, yeah. I don't fucking care if it's. I'm actually happy that
boss.
his Twitter account got.
Well, it got reinstated though.
So who saw this thing?
Well, everyone who went to see Trump's Twitter account says, "Sorry, this at real Donald Trump doesn't exist."
Oh my god, this is so.
Did somebody stole his name?
No one stole
I'm
his
sure
name, no.
Stephen Colbert is gonna have an awesome night. He's gonna talk about this.
Possibly.
He's gonna talk about this. He's gonna say the best 11 minutes in human history.
So Nigel, how do you feel about it? Would you have done that? Would you have done that if you were like already fired, you're getting out, and it's like, yeah.
And die a legend and never get a job again? Maybe. But she might get hired because of it. Who knows?
Definitely a
gonna-
job.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
if I had a job to offer her, she would have it.
She's probably, you know what, that's like winning the lottery.
Yeah, yeah.
But if
That's a
she
good
could
way to go
delete
out.
the Twitter account of the president, so that means she's really higher up. So it means I don't think there is any problem of her getting any job.
So do you think though, like there'll be like criminal charges pressed?
Fuck no. There's no
He's the president. It would be very petty for that to happen.
Like, the
He
only
would be-
problem.
Are we thinking about the president that we have right now?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, never mind. Looking
like,
at it like
it would
that,
be
it's just
really
like-
petty for the president of the free world to try to arrest someone who deleted his Twitter.
That sounds
Never
like
mind.
exactly what he's
Exactly.
gonna do.
I feel like she's being
Man,
investigated.
he is not even concerned about Twitter. Like the Russia probe that is happening right now. Paul Manafort. Next is gonna be Michael Flynn. Then Jared Kushner. Then
Well,
Don
what did he say recently? He's like, if Mueller treats this fairly, I will be proven innocent. If he treats this fairly, it's like, so how? I mean, if there's nothing that I don't know, and I'm probably like, we shouldn't assume someone's guilty until proven innocent. But
there is no good way. If he goes, Mike Pence takes over, which is
Well,
Christianity on cocaine. We don't want that. We absolutely do not want that.
What? The next crusade?
Fuck Christianity to the bottom of the earth. I don't care. I don't want Mike Pence there.
I feel like Trump is worse though.
No, Mike Pence is worse. Trump is bad, but Mike Pence, don't you think he would be even worse?
I mean, they're both
Like
pretty terrible.
Trump
Why
is
don't
not
we just,
going
like,
crazy on women with what is that? He wants to cut women's
Yeah.
funding towards everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like if somebody rapes you, you cannot go have an abortion. You better pop that baby out.
Hear me out. Revolution.
hey, look, there's some things we shouldn't
I got
say
some
on
guns
here.
stored up.
Shut up, Nigel. Anyway.
Texas.
Hey, how do you
Texas.
feel about this
I
situation?
loved it. I'm sure you.
Okay,
Quite
so
Those days I try to,
so let's say
happy as a dick.
do you think it's okay? We already see people getting indicted. Do you think it's going to? Do you think it's going to happen?
with
Trump?
And when he was
He's going to get
shooting,
indicted? Do you think?
Yeah, at that point I was like,
Where's
shit,
Paul-
he doesn't know how those work.
It's like one of those things. Like I really hope it does happen. But
What happened?
I'm
If
just
that
not-
Trump will get indicted,
I'm
she
not
hopes it happens.
necessarily sure, just because I really didn't think he was gonna get elected. So it's like one of
Right.
those things. Like I no longer.
I'm
can
still in shock.
Feel right, exactly. So I no longer can
And
feel
it's
confident.
it's gonna be
about
it's
anything.
about to be a year.
Good lord!
Yeah.
Don't remind me, man.
It's
No, it's like one of those things where it's like I woke up the next day and I was like, so what's in a
Yeah.
dream? Like,
Yeah, because I remember I was last year the NAACP was having this viewing like kind of party, and it's like it's looking like
Turned into a nightmare.
it's looking like Trump's gonna win. And I was sitting with my buddy Christian, and she's like, and not track team Christian, different Christian. She's like, so Ren, do you think he's gonna win? I'm like, don't worry. They're just like, well, they're pulling up the states that he was gonna win anyway. It's just drama. He's not gonna win. And I like left. I was there for about half an hour. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Gotta go to bed. And I couldn't go to bed because I kept watching on Twitter, and I was watching the electoral college like rolling, and I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of close. Then it got to a point like, I'm calculating up. I'm like, wait, she would have to win everything else
Just
to win. And then
all she had to do was just win either Minnesota or Wisconsin. God, which one has more electoral seats?
I think Minnesota. It has to be Minnesota, right?
Minnesota.
But okay, so the thing with all this though, like, what makes me sometimes I question, because we all really dislike Trump.
I wonder how many people killed themselves over this. You know somebody did. I just wonder.
So,
who.
no, I think some
We
people
didn't know.
did.
If Hillary Clinton didn't kill herself, then nobody could.
But no, okay. The thing is, like, sometimes I wonder because you never want to be the person that just like goes along narratives like, oh look, like all this stuff. People are like, oh, 2016 is the worst year ever, and it's just like this bandwagon thing. I always like,
Until you see
I'm always
2017.
doubting myself. Was like, I think Trump's terrible. And it's like, well, I mean, am I being irrational? Are all presidents terrible? And it's just like he's just so noticeable about it. But I do think that he's kind of a unique brand of terrible. And
More Dorito flavors.
regardless if he's terrible or not, he's a joke. He's no political background. And so that in itself speaks to the fact that people don't take our system serious. In the same regard that how can we expect other systems to take us serious as a nation if we have a clown as our
Right. And that's one of the things where I've had people tell me, and the thing is, like, the people who are on the Trump train don't care about diplomacy. They think diplomacy is the problem with our country, not corrupt politics, not lobbyists, not changing laws so corporations can use their personhood have free speech by spending billions of dollars supporting,
But
parties
that
in
in
those.
itself speaks to another problem that our government has, that our society has, and that we often disenfranchise people who haven't gone to a university or don't have a six-figure job. But that's not the majority. That's not the majority, and you can only marginalize people for so long before they demand something better. It's just, unfortunately, this is just not better. It's just different.
I think that because isn't that what he did? He went to all these people who were economically disadvantaged because of I'm gonna even though I'm a corporate mogul, I'm gonna fight the corporations and I'm gonna fight for you and all this stuff. And I think you're right. It's not better. It's just different. And unfortunately, with that demographic,
it's not different. It's worse. So all the bureaucracy, all the what do you call that? Like the corruption in the Washington is happening now.
Oh yeah.
Everything that happened during the Obama administration is probably happening more so.
Yeah.
And we have a bad president. Plus, that's like
plus, exactly.
So that's like worse.
And the thing is like the people who still are like 34% who still approve of Trump.
33.
Oh, okay. Good Lord, it dropped.
But I'm saying,
okay.
But
so those people though, they think diplomacy is a problem.
That 33% needs to be deported. That 33% can go.
That would open up a lot of space in the United States.
In Texas, I know. Texas is
Lanes opening up on the highway.
Texas and Louisiana is gonna be free land. Take whatever
In
you
that case,
can.
I get a lot of land.
Wait, I thought you were gonna be deported too.
Why would I be deported?
He doesn't like Trump.
Oh, okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. Okay,
How dare you?
The problem though, I had this conversation with a friend of mine who insists they are not on the Trump train, but every time
I want this conversation in front of a Trump fan, who's not really crazy, but can rationally or logically speak.
So this I would consider kind of a. Okay, I'm talking to someone who was very rational up until the past 3 years, and now I think they were a very sane, level-headed person. Had a big influence on my personal life.
Okay.
I've known him almost my entire life.
I heard Trump 2016
And
some gears.
just because as Nadia, as you were mentioning, people who were disadvantaged because of the economy and all that stuff, they just they want something different. Okay, so and they've just gone on and they're like, oh, I just appreciate his honesty. He's just so honest. He just says it like it is.
That is not true.
Obviously, it's not
That
true.
is not true.
Obviously, it's not true. But
Oh, she's laughing. I thought she was crying.
no.
Beat the hell out of her.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
No. Anyway, okay. So obviously, they're just they for some reason they got wrapped up in that cult of personality. I'm trying to think, what was I discussing with them? They were asking me, so do you think Hillary would have been better? And
yes.
I'm like,
100%
yes. And it's
better.
what's wrong with you? She's corrupt and all that stuff. It's like, yes, but so is Trump. And at least with her, there's a veneer of responsibility. You can't take, the same thing. Like you said, he's a clown. I can't take him seriously, and he's my president. It's how can you expect these other countries to take us seriously? And then the ones that do like us are nuts.
I mean, I think when people talk about honesty, it's disregarding the harmfulness of the rhetoric that
Yeah.
you know what
Oh.
I'm saying, and that's how I feel. I'm a firm believer that people should be who they want to be, and you can like who you want to like. But the way I see it when it comes to Trump, if you're accepting some of the things that he says,
Right.
that's okay.
Right,
That's
right.
the way I see it.
Yeah.
And so for me, and also people are just like, well, I just don't really want to get involved. No, fuck that. I'm sorry.
But
Not
that's
that
fine.
either,
No,
you
that's
know what I'm
fine. That's
saying?
what
For
they're
me, when there's a hard line in the sand, there is no middle. And if you're on the left and I'm on the right, then that's fine. But fuck the left. I'm on the right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where it's just for me with the election, it was, in the same way that I saw people become more aggressively homophobic and racist and xenophobic and things like that, I also saw people just be so, quote unquote, gridlocked and just partial. And that's upsetting to me in the same way, because for you, it's just well, I'm really indifferent, which means it doesn't mean anything to you.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
Well, shoot.
Trump wasn't homophobic. It was just that he was supported by homophobic people.
Well, and I think he is racist. I think he personally.
He's
I think
extremely racist,
yeah.
of course, but come on.
And I think that's why it's always so hard for him to denounce actual white supremacists and Nazis. It's like, there were good people in the Tiki
Both
Torch
sides.
crowd. Yeah, it's
Both
like,
sides.
it's like, okay, he's like, I saw behaviors like, you know, I think some of the people like, I think some of the people in the quote unquote like Antifa group that they might be a little crazy. But I mean, what? Let's see the worst pictures. They're spraying pink silly string at police. Oh my God, chaos in the streets. And the Nazis killed someone with his car. Who's worse? It's not that hard. But like you were mentioning, it was like, you know, like what was it? What was it? You mentioned that reminded me. What did Kelly say? It's like the Civil War happened because of a lack of a lack of ability to compromise. That's why there was a Civil War. And
John Kelly is no better, man. He is no better. He's calm and composed, but he's another Trump supporter who would do weird shit if he was able.
I don't know how like you can be a rational person and not see things. Like, again, like the thing with like, you know, it's like dragging the feet and trying to help Puerto Rico. I mean, it's our country. It's our country, but it's like, oh, they happen to be, you know, Hispanic. Oh, they need to dig themselves out. They're lazy and all this stuff. You know, oh man, that's gonna screw up our budget. I mean, like that's beyond like being open. That's just being an asshole. And the thing is, like, that's one thing where there's the crowds like, I just want honesty and stuff. Like sometimes if you're thinking something that's really stupid or really intentionally offensive, you don't have to say what's on your mind. I mean, that's why we can't read each other's minds. That's why we can talk. You know, give you a minute to process it before you say something.
But this is not even that kind of a situation where something bad should come into your mind. This is
it's your country. You know.
Yeah, you're the president.
Are you leaving?
But I think people don't know that Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
But yeah, I just I don't know. Anyway, Nigel, you've been awful quiet on this.
He's black. We already know his position.
Which position is that, Nigel?
The black side.
Also, you're a Trump supporter.
Excuse
There's
me.
always
wait,
a black guy right behind Trump.
But Trump.
Blacks for Trump. Like that motherfucker.
But no, but
Like,
Trump.
what is your fucking heritage?
Trump has a great relation with the blacks. Don't you remember he said it? Therefore,
My black friend right there, my black friend, like pointing the one black guy out of thousands.
and he doesn't know his name. It's just it's my black friend.
My black friend, my black supporter right there. I'm so proud of you. What the fuck?
Nigel, what would you do if I did that to you?
Nigel would be like, yes, I am your black friend.
You have to make a series of mistakes to get to that point in your life on both
Nigel,
sides.
we can all agree that you have made graver mistakes.
Possibly. I stand behind those.
You stand behind them.
I think
I'm a
you
businessman
stood
that made
in
no
front
bad
of them.
decisions in my entire life.
I think you stood in behind and front both.
Okay, Danae says she's going to be late. You know what Danae does? Every time she's like, Ryan, I'm going to be late. Danae, the person who comes and takes over after me.
Oh.
She's like, Ryan, I'm going to be late. And she shows up like 3 minutes early.
That's not bad.
She's a good person. Anyway, hey, Kinchik, you got to, you know, before we let this stream die, what would you like to throw to the pool of conversation besides Thor spoilers?
Oh, come on. But that is the only thing he didn't come with us. So many people didn't show up. But this movie was so good that it should have been like a 10, 15 people movie. It was,
Group?
It was
Well, I think it's going to be a bigger group. I already talked with your friend Destiny and Emmy and stuff, and they're.
When are you gonna go?
I'll let you know.
No, you don't need to let me know since Destiny is going to take Nigel. Nigel likes Destiny.
Nigel does not like Destiny.
Of course not. But I mean,
I'm gonna tag Destiny in this video, but
Third person, what about it?
wait, what?
Nothing.
I said, did you just refer to yourself in the third person?
The royal we.
I've got a royal we.
Don't worry, Nigel. Zachary doesn't care.
Ryan cares very much.
Nigel said, shut the fuck up to all of you wees, okay?
But I don't know. How do you think this one's gonna stack up, like Thor? Do you think it's gonna be like one of those like $1 billion?
no, it's probably not gonna be $1 billion.
How did Iron Man 3 make $1 billion?
Because Iron Man's cool, bro.
It was built on the original Iron Man movie, which I think is the best movie of all the Marvel movies.
I don't think the first
The
Iron Man.
first Iron Man movie
Did
where
you watch the second movie?
Huh?
Did you watch the same?
I didn't
The
quite.
one that came out in 2008?
Yeah, I didn't quite.
Where it showed
yeah.
off Jericho?
Yeah.
Remember Jericho, like when the
Yeah.
bomb splits in
That's-
full time?
yes.
That's the name of the bomb is Jericho. I know you got excited of that. You got an orgasm. I saw it. But I think that Iron Man movie was.
It was good.
It was-
I don't think it's the best Marvel movie.
I think Thor Ragnarok is right behind. that.
What I liked about Thor Ragnarok was that it was,
Guardians of the Galaxy, because I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty fun. Chris Pratt, who doesn't like Chris Pratt? We all like Chris Pratt and we all like Nigel. But I mean, I think no Nigel as in like Chris Pratt. No, there's nobody who hates Chris Pratt, and there's nobody. I'm sorry. that was a bad analogy. You're right. That was not.
Nigel, don't you feel so loved? See, I remember when you used to be engaged in this, and now it's just like Nigel just sits there with
Yeah,
a series of
I
crushing
feel like
faces.
death.
Wait, Nigel was
come on,
engaged.
Tired.
And no, and with the process here, like he and I started this, and we used to talk about stuff, and like Nigel, as time has gone on, he just sits there, and you could just play, the sound of silence, just like focusing on his face. Dun, na, 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 na.
He's
Hello,
just
darkness,
absorbing.
my old friend. Nigel's just sitting there.
Nigel is absorbing knowledge. From us.
Yes, that's what's happening. My
Okay.
brain is being filled.
Anyway, so
Who
okay.
made that insanely gay with just a snicker?
Anyway, what I liked about this newest Thor though is it felt so casual in the way that the story progressed. It's just like, oh look, this happened, that happened, that happens, and it could have been really sloppy, but it was really good.
No, it was not sloppy at all.
Yeah.
And the disappointment level that I had with the Captain America, I'm just satisfied. This movie
Where's
is just
Captain? Man,
satisfying.
what? Civil War? You were disappointed with that?
Civil War was
Yeah,
good.
I was emotionally tormented.
Oh,
Iron
yeah,
Man's
that was-
father and mother was
Yeah, but
brutally
that was
beaten to death.
but it's not to make it a bad movie.
That was awesome.
No, I'm not saying, but it was
Oh, you mean like it was emotionally draining?
satisfying.
Yeah.
What is part of the movie?
Well, and then of course you have your new celebrity crush, Tessa Thompson.
He just
She didn't act in the. She did act in the
Iron
movie,
Man's
but I mean,
marriage.
I like the movie as it is.
As it is.
Oh, good
And
time.
then she's just made it better.
She made it really, really fantastic.
They said they wanted to give Thor a new love interest that was more on his level.
Natalie Portman is not on his level. Yeah, she is a scientist. I know.
It's like, what? Oh, no, I don't even like Bruce. Oh, numbers, the calculations, science. No, Hulk smashes things. And it's like, it's like, Hulk, I don't like that. No, what? I don't even like Hulk. This smash this, crush this. You are a scientist. You have knowledge. I like you, Bruce. Anyway.
But the other guy, he does good things.
Okay. Huh?
I don't know who that is.
Oh. Okay, this is the thing though. I really like the Bruce Banner Hulk thing, but like it's always like comic relief a lot of his stuff. But like he really has a sucky life. His life is terrible, really terrible. He's like a nice guy, and he doesn't want to be this thing.
So Hulk is the only person who's not gonna die
Oh, what, out of the Avengers?
out of the Avengers. Yes,
Oh, okay. I haven't
Hulk
read
will
the
never
comics.
die.
unless he gets decapitated. In that case, he has to die.
I think he'd regenerate.
No, you cannot get a head out of your body. Maybe out
Well,
of your ass.
how do you know? The body dies and then the head regenerates from the neck down. Because the brain knows.
What if
to
you
do.
like put him in like a super hydraulic press?
Why are you trying to kill
Oh
the
wait,
Hulk?
speaking
Why don't we
of
just
which,
throw him into the sun?
by the end of
Right
this
when
year,
he's about to die, he'll get stronger.
Oh, speaking of which,
Because
reality talk. By the end of this year, there's gonna be something really revolutionary happening in Italy. The first head transplant operation.
With the person?
Really? Wait, actually, I feel like I heard something.
I know. I heard about that guy who he did it with monkeys before.
No, it's gonna be with a human this December.
Coming this December.
Head
So what you're
transplant.
saying is we can live forever now.
That
No.
sounds
Yeah,
no.
brain's not gonna live there.
I will be immortal.
That would be when your head
No.
is taken away from your body and then attached to a body of Autobots. You see what I'm saying?
Well, but see, your brain is
I
still
was
organic
thinking more
too.
you download your brain to like a computer.
Yeah, but then
Download?
But you'd rather have your face.
Upload, download, whatever.
You'd just
Yeah.
be copying your brain into a computer. You
Yeah,
won't
like, it
actually
was-
go into the computer.
yeah, that's.
Yeah, but then you just kill this part and that part lives
Yeah,
on.
Well, no, but then you know
You fucking die in that
you
equation,
yourself,
Zach.
right? Okay, like
Just tell them not to tell you.
you, but the other hand doesn't know. Like you right now, you would cease
No,
to
I know.
exist.
Just
yeah.
download my brain and then shoot me in the
That's
head.
a game all about that, actually.
They have a lot of things about that. Yeah.
Say it again.
There's a game
Ghost in the
about
Shell's
that.
about that kind
Yeah,
of.
that's
Let's see.
basically it.
Head transplant, Italy.
They did a
Or
penis
head
transplant like a year ago.
Did a what?
Penis transplant.
I thought that's relatively.
This conversation went south.
Please, let's not talk about penis
Well, I mean,
transplants because
both
our
have
penis-
had.
It's a transplant still.
They did another head transplant. I don't know if you guys
December 2017. Yeah, I heard about it. Sergio Canavero says first patient will be Chinese national.
Aye.
Yeah.
Good lord. Because the head transplant will be conducted in China because it's easier to get permission to do that kind of stuff.
There's like a
China
billion of
has
them.
ads to get abortions, like on buses and on billboards.
Hey, come get an abortion.
cheapest abortion, $20 abortion.
All we
my
use is
God.
coat hanger.
There's so many of them. They're just like, okay, you need
Oh,
to just
no.
come on down here.
We got a shop vac and.
We got some wire hangers.
No, actually,
Get you clean
China
right.
has so many people. They needed that. Otherwise, people would be so much. There's gonna be a lot of
It's never
population.
a good thing when it's just a group of men talking about abortion.
No, hey, wait, Nadia, no,
We're
no.
making groundbreaking
Wait.
discoveries right here.
Hey, wait,
China.
Nadia,
makes
okay, we
their
can't, like, we can't see in the
China,
camera.
Do I have to
China.
just, like, do,
China.
the
China.
eerie voice off screen?
Okay, well, we'll have to move this mic a little bit. But no, okay, so first off, which, yes, that is a bad idea. Kenji was just talking about the fact that there's, like, ads for abortion in China. No one is
Which
here
is
saying
hilarious.
that.
No.
I mean, it is funny. You're having ads about
Anyway.
killing another human being. If that was in America, you shit your
I don't think
pants.
that's a human being yet.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not
Okay,
talking
all
about
right,
that.
all right. Hey, Nadia, like, here, let's.
This just got interesting.
No.
I say they are.
No, wait.
Let me go
hang
get
on.
my shirt.
Okay, no, hang on.
Things
Not-
in my balls are humans.
Oh,
Wait, I'm gonna show you the other people.
uh-oh.
Okay, that's why I warned you first. Okay.
I already saw her, though, so.
This
Hey!
is my best friend.
Hi, Nadia's best
One of
friend.
my best friends. Shout out to Dad.
You know, see, now I know why we can never be Nadia's best friend because of you. Thank you so much.
I got dragged to do what is this? A YouTube?
Okay, we do like a YouTube live stream. We just talk about random junk.
So I'm hanging out with RAs now on a Friday night. How cool am I?
Go away.
Nadia, I get. Wait, hey, we get off the desk duty here at 10. I mean, you know, we can hook up a computer to the TV and watch more Netflix.
Oh wow! At my neck.
Wow.
I told him I was just binge watching
Yeah.
Get a TV
Netflix.
installed.
Wait, hang on. Do you want to see the new Thor? Just come and watch it with us. No. How about?
Poor.
Huh?
Poor.
Look, I'm not. Well, I am
You know
kind of
what?
poor about.
Ain't nothing to be ashamed
Yeah.
of.
Are you going
Look,
again?
huh? I'm going to go again, but
I'm not gonna go.
Okay, I thought you
Eat
were saying,
yourself
you're
a wish
going
sandwich
today.
and go
You
to
know
sleep.
what?
See, you know what it is.
Huh?
That's
Really?
why it's funny.
I'll be back.
Yeah, y'all just throwing that money at that movie theater.
well, okay, I believe in movies, kind of. You know, like.
I mean, I believe they exist too, but
No, I mean, okay. So the thing is,
I might have.
I
seen it once.
like the movie theater format. All right. And so that's why I like. Generally, I try to buy concessions when I'm there because movie theaters themselves don't make a whole lot of money on ticket sales. They make their money on concessions. And I don't want to see movie theaters go away. I would much rather watch a movie with other people, even people I don't
Stand on the
know.
other side.
on
You
the
know,
big
yeah.
screen,
Stand
Yeah.
on the other
it
side.
does make
Yeah.
a difference.
Stand on the other side. That's how they come through.
That'd be funny.
I thought about this.
That's
later.
different.
I'm excited. Oh yeah, Black Panther. I can't wait for that to come out.
I can't wait to buy it
All
on
right.
the internet.
I
Give me a minute.
downloaded that.
After
song.
all this time, and you choose to go to McDonald's. Good lord.
No.
You know what I ate?
like my neck where it
Did you
is.
see that movie, The
I'm
Founder?
different.
The Founder about the founding of like McDonald's. Did you see that movie? It was good. It was good. It was about how
What
like
was
you know
it
Ray.
called?
It was called The Founder. It was about how Ray Kroc like took over McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers, and made it this like multi-billion-dollar empire. And I wanted a McDonald's hamburger so bad. After I saw that, and I went out and I got some McDonald's hamburgers, and it was
Made
it
you
was
feel like an American?
yeah. That movie was good, but it was also like a really good ad for McDonald's somehow. Because you kind of, even though like,
Probably why they made it, honestly.
but it's a good movie though. It's a true story, and it, you know, but I think that helps. All right.
See you later, man.
Anyway,
We're gonna miss Zach when he's gone.
when he's gone,
Who's gone?
Who's gonna make? Who am I gonna crack these super racist, politically incorrect jokes with?
Wait, what happened? He's going?
He's graduating next semester.
I like Zachary.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna have somebody from Collect come over here, like Dalton.
He's not.
He's
the
graduating.
Dalton is not on Zach's level.
Yeah, it's
I know. He's the other version. He's the fourth dimensional version.
he's the Burger King to McDonald's.
Right. No, he's a Bizarro universe.
Gilu, are you okay?
He's talking to somebody.
Who?
I don't know.
Who made that noise? Is it? Oh, that's Kenneth. Kenneth, stop having phone sex.
Oh my
Shut
god.
the fuck up.
Anyway, well, I think we've exhausted topics here.
No, we can always talk about sex.
No, it's not going. Come on.
Nigel, when was the last time?
No, it's not.
No, Nigel, explain to us the best orgasm you've ever had. Like, how do you explain that? Like, do not make any faces, please, but just explain it. Like, how it was. The best of the best.
The last one that happened.
Huh?
The last one that happened.
The last one? Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
It happened last. It was the last one that happened.
Is it
If I
most
die,
recent?
that's what I'll be like. I'll never get to have sex again, and I'll think about that. So that's obviously.
Would you
the
actually be
best
thinking
one.
about that if you were
I would
dying?
not be thinking about that.
That's. Don't you think that that's kind of like a problem? Like if, you know, you're. I don't know if it's
dying
just.
and you're thinking about sex. I think that's a problem.
That would be a problem. No, but I mean, like society just expects men should or are always thinking about that. And like I remember when I heard like, which ended up, of course, being a false story. That's not actually like
To
proven.
most men.
That what? No, it's
I
like
agree with that
men. What
tenfold.
men think? Most men think about sex every 6 seconds, but that's actually not true. There was no study that proved that.
The part of your brain that lights up during sex lights up every 6 seconds.
But there's just a lot of there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that trigger that. You know.
It's just that part of
Like,
lights
but
up.
see, that reminds me. Like, I love those memes that are going around. Like sometimes I don't understand them, but they still kind of make me laugh. But there's like ones where they show like the brain at different levels and it's like lighting up, and then I have like me doing college algebra, me doing physics, lights up a bit. Then it's like making fun of all the Rick and Morty fans that think they're so smart. Me watching an episode of Rick and Morty and it's like the brain's blowing up. And how was it? Oh, thank you.
Did you say candy? You said some, or I get a bag.
Some.
Okay.
Like you can look in the.
She didn't say some. You said it.
Wow.
No, 'cause they have so
You
much
don't know how I
candy.
like
Like,
candy.
please, they have so much candy still left there. Like I.
Wait, where is this party?
In the band hall. Like.
Oh, that's for the
Only
band
want 2
kids.
stickers.
Well, wait. Nigel, you're passing it on? Thank you, Wednesday Adams.
Your Wednesday Adams.
Yeah. At the time, so.
I thought it was a bad thing, but your Wednesday Adams. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you for the candy.
Oh yeah, and I did have my glasses off for a while.
Look, no, you got good candy. There's like
That's
chocolate in
because I
here.
got to pick what kind of
No.
candy I
got the
wanted.
best
'Cause I
kind.
had like 5 giant baskets filled. And I was just like, well, if I'm gonna take in case I
Yeah,
take
no,
the good
this-
stuff.
This is where it's at. Thank you. All right, let me. Oh shoot.
It's still November.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Kimberly.
Man, what the hell happened to No Shave November?
I had to shave for that whole meeting,
My
and
God.
I'm gonna be shaved with this until after Thanksgiving because my mom prefers me clean shaven, and I don't want to have to have an argument about why I look like a terrorist or
Where are
whatnot.
you gonna go for the Thanksgiving? Back home?
Yeah. This is good.
I thought this was gonna be a mint candy.
Because there's mint on it.
It doesn't.
I know.
It is-
I'm making fun of you. Thank you, Nigel.
Your laugh is just so
I knew it wasn't mint candy, so I'm like, never mind.
What's it say on the wrapper?
Condom.
I'd use a chocolate condom.
Trojan brand chocolate.
I wouldn't eat that.
We believe in recycling. Enjoy the creamy filling.
They should really do that.
Please
People
don't,
would
don't,
buy
don't
that.
talk about this kind of stuff while we're eating
Imagine the memes.
creamy stuff.
And Matt, just
I'm
enjoy
not
the
eating
creamy
creamy.
Oh
filling.
God.
I know the taste. Never mind.
What?
I know the difference between dick in my mouth and a Snicker bar. Okay, that's all I'm
How you
saying.
know the difference?
How? So
Because I know how Snicker bars taste. I don't need to know the other one.
Wait, maybe it does taste like that. You should try it.
I'll pass.
Okay.
No, kinship.
What
The
conditions?
answer is no good idea has ever came from the
Hold on, shut
conversation
up.
we were having.
under what condition would you be considering that? Like a
20,000.
life?
Billions of dollars.
He said 20,000.
Billions.
20,000.
I think that's more. I think
No.
that's more realistic right there. if you bring $10,000 in front of him with a dick, he's probably gonna end up sucking that thing, seeing that
Dude,
stack
nah,
of
man.
$10,000.
Okay, let me think about that. I need to use all my brain power for this.
Watch how your brain's lighting up.
$20,000.
No,
$20,000. $10,000.
What? Hey, Kenneth, whose building is this? Yours? No.
$10,000.
Go back to collect.
How you
No,
go
no,
to
no,
the
wait,
lobby
no.
of a building you don't live in and start yelling at people to shut up?
Kenneth, see, you're off screen too. It feels
Wait,
like
hold
it's
on.
like we're just abusing him. It's just like
Right, please.
$10,000.
In front of you, right here. And you can spend, think about don't think about if you're gonna suck it or not. Think about how you're gonna spend that $10,000.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just like, how many semesters is that? I'm trying to divide it up.
I don't think $10,000 is worth it though. It's gonna be a lifetime worth of bad memories. Not good, not good
no,
enough.
or it might be really a really good
No, I
experience.
wouldn't do it. When you put it like that, I'm not gonna do it, man.
No,
No,
it's
then
not.
I'll be spending when I'll be like thinking, man.
I suck.
And I'll just keep doing that. And be like,
I can make
it's not
another
worth
10
it.
grand. Wasn't that bad?
Eventually, I'll run out of money and I'll have to go back. So yeah, it'd have to be like a lifetime worth of 10,000 dick suckings for $10,000.
No.
So
no.
yeah,
Yeah, $10,000 is not good enough.
I think 20.
When you say
20,000.
that is a good amount, but still, it's gonna be a lifetime worth of like very bad memory. Since we're all straight, this is gonna
Okay, it'd
a
have
bad
to be
memory.
more than 20,000. $30,000 is a lot of money, man. I don't know. Can you believe girls do this for free? And I'm just like, damn, $1,000, man. Oh, damn.
Okay, you know what?
This took a
You know what?
downward
How,
turn.
how about this?
$50,000. Take it or leave it. That's my final
telling
offer.
How many dicks will you suck for a minute?
How many? Damn, man. That's a totally different question. $1 million? It's more like how many do I
First,
have to
imagine-
suck for $1
what
million?
what is a million? How many $10,000 is a million?
100?
100, yeah.
$110,000. And how many? So
That's 100 dicks,
what-
man.
So
I'm not that type of girl, okay? I'm not about
okay,
that
would you
life.
suck 10 dicks for a million? 10 big black dicks.
No, I'd make it through 3 and I'd quit. No, I'd make it through 1 and I'd quit.
No, the thing
fuck
is-
that.
no, the
No,
thing
I'm not
is-
sucking any dick. I changed my mind. No, I just came to my senses.
The problem is, like, if you make it to like 3 or even 5 or even 9 and you quit at the end, you don't get any
you
money.
don't get any- you have to go until 10.
Just put me to sleep. Just put me to sleep. No, man, I'm not sucking any dick.
No, it has to be consensual.
Then nah, I'm not having any. Nah.
All right.
I thought it was. If
All right,
I was in a
let's
debt
not talk
situation.
About that. Okay, let's not talk about sucking dick. Would you penetrate a man?
Oh my god, that's worse.
Now that's a different story. Yeah, I'd do that.
I think you can do
Oh,
that for
yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think I
do
can do
that
that
for
for
$10,000.
Nadia,
No,
the conversation
Whoa,
is
hold
taking
on. We gotta
terrible
put
turn.
it on her level.
Wait,
No talk. We are not talking about this topic anymore.
Okay, well, Nadia,
We're
so you
done.
don't feel left out. The question was.
Why you gotta touch me when you say that? Get off of me.
The question that was posed by Kinchuk, I'd like to point this out. But just again, so you don't feel left out. Nigel was deciding how much money he would accept.
I wasn't. No, I was answering a question, and the answer was
perform
no.
fellatio.
On a man.
But you can only perform fellatio on a man. The other one's called something else.
What is that?
Cutting a linguist.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hey, I want candy.
You missed the candy train. She already
Hey,
went
look,
up the elevator.
If you go in the kitchen, in the freezer there is ice cream.
Lead the way.
It's kind of low because I was eating out of it, but it's my ice cream. Not the little cup. That's Destiny's. The big one.
Bring the small cup.
Shut up, man.
I want some ice cream.
But she ate out of it.
Never mind. I'm just kidding. Bring it.
No. Anyway. So for all those things that like I just am really not interested in that. Like if someone's going to throw that much money for something stupid, I just.
Oh
I
no,
don't know.
no, yeah. I mean, of course, this is a hypothetical situation. This is never gonna
No.
happen.
Well, no, but I don't know. You never know unless you're in that situation. But
Like I really thought well, these are thought experiments that people can actually do. Like under what circumstances am I gonna do something so extreme? Like say for example, I actually didn't think about money first. I was thinking about a scenario where
Like a family member is sick or
there's
something like that?
There's a murdered body and I grabbed the knife and the cop is right there. and it's done with. Like my life is done. How many times am I gonna be raped in jail? Look at my pretty face. Many, many times.
They like a
So
boy,
I
man.
would,
High five.
I would rather do that than going to jail and getting raped. Like if the cop tells like, okay,
That ice cream looks terrible.
why didn't you bring
Trying
this
to
one?
poison me?
No, I just was eating out of it last night. It may have thawed out a bit and refrozen, but you know.
Yeah, it looks a little sketchy.
Okay, wait, there's cheese in the fridge, like mozzarella cheese. Look, that's what I've been eating for the past couple days. Been making like nachos and stuff.
You haven't had a meal?
Huh?
You haven't had a meal? You just been
Oh no, I mean I've eaten at the cafeteria, but like late at night, I was doing like I'm pulling all nighter for an assignment.
But you didn't go to bed yet?
I went to bed for about 4 hours, I think.
I tried to sleep today. I
But-
couldn't.
I don't know how you do that.
I slept on the floor. You know, I've started sleeping. No, okay, so I slept
feel
on the
better
floor.
on the
I
floor,
slept
don't
on the floor throughout nearly my entire internship, because I didn't want to sleep on any of the other beds that were in the house because they had bad memories attached to. I mean, what? No. Anyway, so I slept on the floor because it actually like felt really good. And then my brother, like he was here this past week, and so like I let him sleep in my bed, so he didn't have to sleep on the floor, and I've been sleeping on the floor ever since. Cause it's kind of
Nothing
nice.
wrong with that.
I mean, like I just
Feels
like
good on the
sleep
floor.
on the ground with a blanket on top of me. I don't have one below me.
How do you sleep on hardwood floors? I'll sleep
It's
on a
kind of
carpet.
comfortable.
It's
No, it's not. You're
No,
not
it's
supposed to
not.
be kind of comfortable.
If
knowing
you
to
get
sleep.
used to it, you're fine.
Yeah.
If you get used to it.
I don't know. Nadia, how do you feel
Actually,
about
it's
sleeping
good
on
for
the
your
floor?
body.
I've been doing it since I moved back down here, so
Do you like it, or is
You
it just a
sleep
necessity?
on the floor every night.
I'm poor and can't afford a bed. So.
But-
I mean, I got a spare air mattress. I can give you that.
But sleeping
and
on
I'm
hard.
never gonna buy me like
Okay.
a whole bed set.
Are your parents gonna ever come down and visit you down here?
Probably not. They work a lot.
Oh, my parents don't.
Where are
Well,
they?
my dad does every once in a while because he's
I'll
working
ask
here.
you
but-
this again. You sleep on the ground in your
Well,
home.
technically, no. I sleep on like a mattress pad.
Oh, okay.
I knew it was bullshit.
collect-
I knew there was
But-
no way.
Well, I sleep on the
But
hard
that's
floor.
only if, because for me it's like, well, since I sleep on the floor, there's no need to like.
Is he? How is he back out there again?
There's no need for me to like go into the bedroom if I fall asleep in the living room, because
Right.
I like I only sleep in the bedroom. I don't do anything else in there. So I sleep on the floor all the time too. I have really nice carpet though. It's a brand new apartment.
Okay, then
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
I'll sleep on
Okay.
carpet.
How much do you
sleep
pay
on
for your
hardwood
rent?
floors?
Yes, hardwood floors with the
Not a
blanket.
fan.
No,
Have you
okay,
tried it yet?
Okay.
Ryan, we need to go get
Have you tried hardwood?
Wait, hey,
I don't like
hey,
being
what,
cold.
Kenneth?
In what?
And you call me gay.
You're what?
I'm not talking about being gay.
I need to go get my suit jacket.
Wait, you called him?
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know this was a
Do
thing.
you think Andre's gay? Do you think
No,
Andre's
I'm
gay?
not gonna finish that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We gotta
See
sit
that?
down and
You
do a
have to
mock
hesitate.
interview.
You have to ask. You're gay. You should. There shouldn't be any
Hey,
discussion
Andre, you don't
about
have to. You
this.
don't have to feel bullied by this. You know Nigel.
You
how
don't
he
have
is.
to answer because we already know. So just.
Wait, you're gay?
No.
Okay.
Do you believe him though? Do you believe him?
I just
Okay, then.
Well, no,
That's the
wait.
story.
Hang on.
No, I mean,
Not
anybody could be gay, man. Come on.
right. I mean,
I
you
can
know.
be gay.
I could not be gay. There is no universe. If there is a multitude of universes
You are gay.
where all
You
possibilities
can't be gay in
happen,
this universe, man.
in that
What is wrong
universe
with
where
you?
I'm supposed to be gay, I'm fucking dead. That is how ungay I am.
You know who Lord Varys is?
Well, I feel bad
Lord
for all
Varys?
Yeah.
No, okay. So
In
the,
the feet.
the
I mean, I'm just not gay. I don't like
No,
mayonnaise.
once they clip your that, you are gonna have desire from your back. Like you're gonna take it.
I need to make sure this doesn't get clipped.
I know exactly. That's the mechanism. Like
Okay.
if you said that you were never gonna do that, but once that's gone, your brain is gonna change. That keeps your brain what it is now. Brain is.
I
gonna
need to be
change.
thankful for what I have. You're right, Constrict.
Nadia, can you
she doesn't have that, and she's having a good
can you give a nuanced perhaps? Hey, Kenneth, how's it going?
Yes, can you make this conversation civilized? Do your best now.
About
But just gender, sex identity, all that kind of stuff, or gender identity, sexuality.
What do you think? Should gays be allowed
To exist.
yes.
to get married? Yeah. So yeah.
Honestly, I'm just like a very like do what you want kind of person. Like as
exactly.
long as you're not like
Hurting
being
other people.
mean
Yeah.
and hurting other people.
As long as you're not-
Like bullying Andre, Nigel? No.
Yeah,
No, I'm not bullying him.
Have
I
y'all
want him
seen
to
the
admit it.
Burger King bullying commercial.
No, was it good?
Yeah, I get real emotional about bullying. I don't fuck
But
with
you
it.
have you had girlfriends, right?
No.
Hey, look, I haven't technically ever had a girlfriend
But
either, but
somebody-
I guess I kind of pretend
Somebody
nowadays.
told me you were making out with
yes,
some
you
girl at
have.
the party.
What? Huh?
No.
No, it doesn't count with some people.
If you have to explain to someone that it doesn't count, it counts.
Wait, what? Oh, no, what does that mean?
Well, how old are you? How old are you?
22.
Yeah. So okay, if we want to go with that, then like I didn't start ever dating anyone until I was 23.
Don't
Okay.
get into a relationship or really go.
But it doesn't matter if he did it or not. I mean,
What?
if he...
Wait, I can't.
Oh!
This is in the video. This is in the video.
He's been dating a girl for 3 years. He's been dating a girl for
This
3
is
years.
in the video.
So that's why he had to
He's
back
like,
away from that.
In the very nick of time.
Yeah.
No, wait. Okay, wait. Hey, hang on.
Only hurts
I'm
me.
gonna have a relationship, okay? Fuck you guys.
So if you have to explain,
But I thought your relationship is in a rocky situation.
he's in a
Is this
relationship.
man's girlfriend watching this?
Oh, is she? She isn't. Is she
I
subscribed?
don't think she is. No.
What about her friends? What about anyone else
No,
who
I
knows
don't
your
think-
girlfriend?
no.
Nobody's gonna go through
Well,
all
okay.
this video and come up
Yeah,
to
no.
this
This
point.
is like 2 hours long.
That is true, yeah.
Well,
She's scared. I'm scared.
I'm not your girlfriend because I definitely would be all up in the
All right.
I don't think so.
Well,
Once
I
you
don't
know
know.
some person for 3 years, you just don't give a shit that much. Like love initially is way too much, but over time,
What, okay.
it passes.
Well, so let's try. Like
Everything
now, let's
passes.
try not to go too far off the rails into.
Think about
into
this.
anything.
The first time you fell in love with your girl, like you had your heartbeat up, you were in love.
Can we end this right now?
He's remembering back and he's like,
Wait a minute. You were asking your girlfriend to end the relationship on the video? Like,
I'm
can we
asking
end
for
this
the
now?
video to end.
Oh, okay.
No, okay. Let's talk about relationships in the abstract. okay?
Ryan, let
No.
the video
No, no.
end.
It's too, no, it's too late. No, it's too late. Okay, so let's go. Okay. So, Nadia, what's the longest relationship you've been in?
Ooh,
You can't say relationship for shit if you've never been in one, so it better be long.
Do you think Nadia's never been in a relationship? Really?
Hold on. Yeah, let her talk.
the longest
You have to think so much.
5
Months?
5 months.
Okay.
5 months? Okay.
It's weird. It's like because here's the thing. It just takes me like forever to be like official. You
Right.
know, so it's like
And that now is
How
that
old are
you?
you?
So
or is
how
that-
long were y'all talking?
4 years,
That's what I thought.
Well, how old are you?
21. So
I think this is her age to date. Like now she's gonna.
When did you turn 21?
June 14.
Yeah.
You know, this should be the semester. Wait, are you a sophomore or junior?
Senior technically.
This is your semester
Yeah.
to turn up.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang, baby. Like
I
all the
agree.
guys that you want to date.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't?
I don't really like being bothered, so there's that.
So wait, can you define like bothered? Like now, what do you mean? Is it just like the attention is too much, or it's a
You
certain
don't like
the
being
attention
spoken
crosses a
to.
certain line, and it's like it's not really what I'm about. It's-
You don't like being taken out to eat.
No, here's the thing. I'm like, well, first and foremost, I normally get like broed out of the equation. So like, guys meet me and they're like, wow, like she seems cool, and then it's like, wow, she's like my sister. And I'm like, all right.
See,
I
hey Nigel, I feel like there's cogs rolling in your mind, like in a different direction. Okay, so it's funny, and I don't know if that's. Yeah, I wonder if that's something you just perceive,
Why
or
did that?
because okay, I want to tell
Because
you
he
No,
something.
it
was so
definitely
serious. I
happens.
didn't
Okay,
notice I
okay.
was
It's like
making that
legitimate.
face, and
Like,
I've never
I'm
made
old
that
school,
face.
Like, all the guys on campus, like, I'm sure they would probably, like, sit and joke, like, yeah, like, talk about me. But, like, when it comes down to it, like, they know, either I see them as a brother,
Right.
or, like, they see me as a sister.
Ah,
and
see.
There you
See,
go.
But it's not-
There
but-
you go.
You're saying it's not strictly you, brother, putting people as brothers.
Yeah,
they
I
also
thought
put you as
that's
sisters.
what you were
See,
saying.
no, okay.
That's
No,
Okay, so-
I guess I should
You
say
friend zone
broed
too.
out. I get sissed out, and that. Yeah, I mean, it depends.
Well, I mean,
on who
but
the person is.
the-
But there's definitely been some people where it's just like, nah, like I definitely would, but they're always like, oh, like you're such a good sis. I'm like, damn.
See, my response to that, not normally when someone tells me I'm like a brother to them, because then that sounds creepy. But when someone else saying, I'm like, so what about you and Steve, or you and Alice, or whatever, something like these made up names, or blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, he's like a brother to me. Oh, he's like a sister to me. I'm like, exactly, but without the birth defects.
No, because when
Am I-
people say that, they're like, you don't fuck your family, so that's what they're
But, again, with you see what I'm saying? Though? Like,
you don't. Did you just say I don't know? You don't. I don't know that
No,
statement.
I know it's like
No,
I don't know
but-
like
right.
the situation at hand. No, you
Well,
don't
no.
fuck your siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Nadia,
agreeing.
thank you for
Siblings,
clarifying.
Not even cousins. Like
Yeah,
nobody
no, you
from the
don't fuck your
family.
cousin.
Okay, what about second cousins?
No.
Okay,
Fuck no.
well, okay,
Okay,
so
now
then-
that- His cousin.
If I know,
Okay.
if our
what is
families know
second
each other
cousin?
well enough for me to call you cousin, you're off.
I'm not sure.
Okay, no, the reason why I asked, like,
What is a
my-
second cousin first?
I don't know what it is. Okay, all I know is like my second cousin. When I was 2 years old, she was 6. She kissed me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Kiss
so-
cousin, you can kiss your cousin, but
kiss your
don't
cousin?
fuck him.
Yeah,
Maybe she would have fucked you right. You would have had some problems.
no. All right. All right, so
But I was saying, though, like-
fuck them as well, but don't make kids.
Now, don't listen to that advice. Don't listen.
No,
okay, so not it. Okay,
no,
continue.
it's your life. If you if there are two siblings who like each other like that, am
Why
I
are
to
you
tell them-
defending this incest? Let it
No,
go.
hold on.
He's too big a fan
No,
of
no,
Game of
hold on.
Thrones. That's
Shut up! No,
like Jon Snow and Khaleesi should be a thing.
Listen, if there are two siblings, if they're twins and they're 21 and above, and if they like each other, am I to tell them that this is wrong?
Yes.
No.
You're not to tell
You do whatever
anybody
the
if
hell
they're
you
wrong.
do.
It's
No.
their life.
Psychologically,
You do whatever
it
the
should
hell
be
you do.
considered wrong
Right, okay.
because of your kinship, you shouldn't be
Right.
sexually
That's-
attracted.
right.
I know,
That's
but I'm not going to
psychological.
tell them that. I'm not going to do it personally, but I'm not going to tell them that, hey, this is wrong. I'm not going to let you do this, or you should be banned from.
But no,
But-
biologically,
right.
your body shouldn't produce the hormones that make you attracted to someone when they're your sibling. In the same
Exactly.
way that it should-
I know, but they are going through it.
Well,
I am.
Of course, like we could take that other directions too. You know, you say, oh well, then I'm not going to even.
I know,
finish.
you're
I
right,
mean, we
you're
all
right.
know where I could go with that.
You said
but
that the hormones,
even people
because
like, what
hormones
is
make
it,
you
the
fall in love.
Oedipus complex.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't
Right.
be attracted to the pussy.
I know,
you're out
but
of.
they
Like,
are. But they already
Why you
are.
have
They
to
just
say it like that?
they're just a
That's
home.
my mom.
They're a homebody, you know. They just really don't like to get out that much. But no, okay. So what you?
That is not funny.
That is hilarious.
Actually
No,
tragic.
okay, and it is a tragedy. Oedipus Rex was a
It
tragedy.
is a tragedy. She's
Yeah.
right. The moment she said it was the hormones, that was beautiful, because hormones do make you fall in love. That is the only thing. Love is not God given. It is the hormones in your body that is evoked by
What if God gave
certain
me the
somebody.
hormones?
There is no God.
I'm not gonna fuck with the picture. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, but
so,
she's right. She's right.
And what's up, Kitchik? How about you?
I've never done that.
No,
What?
no. I said longest. I mean, we started this
Oh,
before
but
the
long,
whole-
okay.
Yeah.
The longest relationship I have been is 3 years. Oh, I mean, like give and take.
Well, that's about you, right? 3 years, right? And for me, maybe 6 weeks.
Honestly,
I
I
don't-
just
I haven't been in a relationship, so
on relationships. Like
Good
there's
for
so
you
much more
guys.
to life.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Now, okay. Here's the
It's
thing.
overrated. Don't
Now
worry.
I see some people. First of all, everyone I know is in a relationship. Literally.
Hey, Kinchik's not in a relationship.
I don't want to be because it took a
No.
toll. It was
Well,
a
don't
burden.
make that make you sour. You should be open to the possibility.
No, no,
Hey,
no.
why-
I mean, I.
How are you not in a relationship?
I contradict myself because when people are like, fuck relationships, I'm like, no. But then people are like, oh, I love my boyfriend. I'm like, you're fucking shackled.
Well, you know what? Okay, this is something I'm gonna say, and this is again, like this is not like I have like a long dating history, and I have a good practice of shooting myself in the foot in several different variations. But I think on the one end, you should value your independence if you're not dating, but you shouldn't feel stupid if you do want a relationship, or not even that you don't. If like sometimes you might not even want a relationship because you don't want to give up that independence, or you've been hurt in the past, and those are all logical things. But I don't think you should feel stupid if you yearn to be in a relationship, because that's a biological
Why are you
imperative.
even defending that? Nobody feels stupid if they.
Oh, I do. Like anytime I feel like that, I'm very
But then-
self-deprecating.
But then you're saying you shouldn't be feeling stupid, but you yourself feel stupid. But then you see that you see.
Well, okay, so I'm saying this, I might be talking to myself, but I know there's other people that feel this way like me. It's like, you think, oh man, I shouldn't be like, feeling slightly depressed that it's like nothing ever works out, or that I'm not in a relationship. But that's not a stupid thing to feel a little depressed about, because it is innate in us to seek that out. And that's something, I don't know, I think and we all, like, there's the body, and then there is the mind or brain, whatever. You get in an argument with like Chris said, it's the same, whatever. But I'm saying, okay, you can, the way we've evolved, where we have self-awareness and all this junk, you can subvert your instincts with your mind.
Yes.
So
the mind can
right.
mind can fool you.
So for me, like for a long time, because like when I started hitting puberty, I wasn't getting all obsessed with girls.
You're still
I started.
hitting it.
Okay.
I'm not,
Somebody, who is
okay.
this person?
I started noticing how like society, and especially like just individual men that I knew, treated the women in their life, and I was like, I'm never going to be that way. And I remember all the way up until like maybe like my early 20s, I knew it was stupid, but I felt slightly guilty even when I found a girl just attractive, because I didn't want to ever value someone only on that.
I think I felt similar things.
Yeah, well, no, right?
You remember when I said the men are the worst? Like these feelings are because of that. Like,
Yeah. Because you see things as a kid. You start seeing, you know, I was like 12 when I started noticing this stuff.
I think I
and it's like
started later. 12
start
was
later.
too-
For me, it was it just happened
12 is
around
too
the,
young for me to notice this.
It happened around the time, you know, around like, you know, when my dad got laid off and all this stuff. We had to move across the country, and we went from being middle class to poor like overnight. And you just a lot of tensions arise because of that, and like and you go around the country and you see all kinds of things. And I was forced to grow up faster because I was the oldest kid out of the 5, and my dad's 600 miles away. So just, you know, mom and the kids. And then when you travel other places, you just you know you watch how people are. And then I'd notice things that my mom said. Like my mom would never ever claim she's a feminist. But the reason why I guess I don't know if I can call myself a feminist, but at least a feminist ally, is because of my mom. Because of what she taught me and what she pointed out.
Why would she not say?
Because she grew up in the 60s and 70s,
60s,
80s, and she has a negative connotation when she hears feminist. You know, she thinks a bunch of these radical, you know, like, oh, don't shave their legs. You know what I mean?
My mother is almost it's the same case.
But the morals of like feminist movement and my mom are pretty much the same. You know, besides the fact that my mom is pretty strongly pro-life. I
actually like that because your mom would be those kind of women who would not be offended by, say, sexist comments. Like, what? That was very sexist. That you shouldn't be saying that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's certain things that my mom would point out, just like this, because you know she's raised, she has 3 boys and 2 girls, and on the one hand she doesn't want her girls to grow up thinking that, you know, they should take this, and then she doesn't want her boys growing up being the guys that are saying these things. But anyway, you know, as a kid that like wants to do what's right, you see these things and then you hear these things. It's like, you know, so I went to the extreme, and so I don't know. I mean, I didn't go on my first date until I was 23 in college, and it was, you know, there was a girl that obviously wanted to go out with me, and you know, she was.
Who was that?
Huh? I'm not gonna talk about that.
I think I know that.
Yeah, I think I told you a story, which was, you know, it was cool, and then, you know, after that first date and hanging out a couple weeks, I didn't think I'd be the right person for her, but you know, I don't know why is this isn't the me show. Andre, how about you? How about that party? How many numbers did you get?
0.
I didn't get any new numbers either.
I didn't get any.
Yeah, why
haven't
we
gotten any
need to
numbers.
set him up with a
Well, I saw you were talking to one of the guys there. He seemed like. Do you get his number?
No.
I could get you his number.
Did you make him your brother?
Probably. I mean, we just talked. Like, I guess that's the other thing. Like, I'm not oblivious, but I don't. That's not my first thought. Like, I can sit and literally talk to someone for hours. And for me, we're just talking.
If I do that and I'm not attracted to them and I don't think they're interesting, I want to kill myself. After literally 15
but that's
minutes.
what it depends on the date.
Right.
Some day, like today, you know, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with some people.
What?
But you know what? You might catch me tomorrow, and I'll be like, honestly, if a person says hi to me, I'll split their. Like, I'll fucking talk there.
I like
Have
your
you?
strategy.
Well, okay, so
It's like it depends on my mood.
one thing is, and this is one thing, I guess, because I'm coming to the end of my college career, there comes a point, like, for me, like, I used to go and just, like, you know, always was like, oh, yeah, oh, man, you're a great person to hang out with, and now I'll just say, oh, man, no, you're really pretty, you should, you know, embrace that, which is a good thing to say, I think, but, I mean, I think I've probably gone too far now. It's just, like, I'll just be open and be like, oh, yeah, no, I'll just, like, complimenting things that normally I wouldn't, you know.
For example?
Those.
No, not like that. Not like that. No, I'm saying like normally I would just always like cut out anything about like someone's just physical appearance. I wouldn't talk about that.
You have fantastic
That's oh my
boots.
God, come on.
Boots, yes.
Hey, Kenneth actually did that once.
Did what?
Kenneth, you talked to some girl about their titties?
No, boots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw
that was,
you
you
have
know,
a pair of boots that I like.
Anyway, but okay, so like we met at that like AKA like a game event thing where we were doing dodgeball, and we ran into each other in the cafeteria right after that, and like that's how she and I became friends. So remember one time,
Me,
Nadia.
the only girl in the room.
Yeah. So I remember I was sitting at some table, and I think, or I was sitting at a table, and a bunch of people. I was sitting at a table with you, or I invited you to a table with a bunch of people, and it was mostly guys at the table. You know, they say that people that are always like the soonest with the homophobic comments generally have something to hide. That's not true, but
I
you know,
don't do
people.
homophobic comments, so shut
If a look can make you that queasy.
Because you looked right at me. I was like,
But anyway,
looking
so like we talked. I think
somewhere
you sat with us for about like half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, and then, you know, I got to introduce everyone. And I'm telling you now, I don't know what's happened since then, but when you left, every guy at that table, except for Nigel because he was really sick.
I left before she left.
Oh, okay. But anyway.
Damn, now I'm trying to think about who's at the table.
Don't
call him out by name.
No, but okay. Well, everyone who was at the table when you left, they were like, What was her name again? She's really good. No, no.
He's watching it.
One, now I'm like, it makes me, well, one, I just have like really bad social anxiety. So now I'm like, shit, like, what was I even wearing?
No, no, okay. No, 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 okay. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to do this. Like, okay, when I first met you, I'm like, who? And this is still when I was like kind of interested in a couple other people. Like, who's this girl? And like, they're like, you're from Chicago and all that stuff. I'm like, what? A fellow Yankee too? And she seems like a cool person. She's pretty, all that stuff. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be like a guy, but like, I kind of am. It's like, you know, you talk, like, I like people in general. If someone, I don't even care if they're like conventionally attractive. If there's someone who's smart and they seem nice and they're a girl, yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like I'm. People have joked with me. It's like Ryan. Like one time I was talking with someone. I was like, oh yeah, she's really cool. And it's a very good friend of mine, Bree Lee, and she's like, Ryan. You know, Ryan has like the best kind of like womanizing. He doesn't actually want to do anything with anyone, or he doesn't want to take advantage. But like he's in love with every woman. And I'm like, Bree, I am not in love with. Okay, there might be some truth to that, and I don't know if that's a problem because again, or if it's just I don't know. Because I mean, I love Nigel too, and I love Kinshik, and I love Andre and Kenneth, and you know, I'm starting to love Gilbert a little bit, you know. But it.
But come on, why don't you like Gilu?
Oh no, I do like him, but I don't know him well enough to get to that. Like you said, like you know, like Kinshik, no, Nigel. Like I would take a bullet for you without even feeling bad as I was bleeding out.
I would let you take that bullet. That's how much I care about myself.
Yeah. But really though, I mean,
hey Kevin. Kevin is watching us right now.
Oh hey Kevin. Wait, you know Kevin, right? He lives in Colette. Kevin Van Deveter has a beard.
Say his full name to the camera.
Kevin Bacon.
Yes, Kevin Bacon.
The guy who is in love with the hall director.
Can you stop it?
Cries. Single tear.
No. Anyway.
Oh my God, he's gonna break his laptop. I think he regrets texting me now that he can see us. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I still love you.
No.
A little bit.
A little bit. So wait, see Kinshik though. Kinshik will have these little like honorifics that he'll give people. Like apparently I'm his fluff.
Kevin.
There's a guy that he calls him his cat.
Who?
Noah.
Oh yes, he is a British short hair. He is absolutely adorable. He's pretty fluffy, as in muscle kind of fluffy. What I did was he has a you know Noah, right, from BCM? No? Okay, so he has a huge belly. Not that I'm making fun of it, but I do make fun of it by taking his shoelaces out and watch him try to.
Oh, you fucking bully, man!
I did not know you did that.
To Noah? To show you the Burger King commercial.
Noah provoked me. I consistently asked him, "Are we on the same page that 30,000, 40,000 years ago there were people living?" He said, "No, we are not on the same page." Bitch, I'm gonna take your shoelaces off.
But see, that makes the left look crazy.
Are you sure he's just not fucking with you? There's no way.
No.
Dude.
No. I grew up believing that the Earth wasn't older than 10,000 years. It wasn't until I was like 21 when I found like, okay, this is 20 or 21. I was like
we're not yet 2021. We're in 2017.
All right, let's see this commercial.
No, his age was 20.
I was either 20 or 21.
I'm just kidding. I know. I figured.
We're almost in the 21st century.
Wait, Nigel is here? Look at Nigel.
Is that English?
Yeah.
You're just glad that you're not being bullied. It's been hard for me to stand up for other people because I feel like I'm already a target.
Why does it not sound like the commercial that I watched? Okay, yeah, keep going.
I feel like that percentage should be higher.
It's ready for crack. I love Cardi B.
Please stop. Dude, I'm not lying. Stop. Ow. Stop.
I think that one of my biggest fears is that when my kids grow up, it'll be like a shitty human and then I'm ass.
You know, that's where spankings come in handy.
You think you're special?
That is crazy.
Welcome, Virginia meal.
Wait, is that a Burger King?
It's a Whopper. Yeah.
How would you?
He bullied the Whopper.
You just don't raise a shitty human being.
It's like one of those things that's like I've met really shitty people.
I just opened it up and it's all smashed.
Like I ended up like them more than I like their parents more than I like them. Like sometimes people just kind of turn out how they turn out. Like even my sisters, like they're not shitty humans. Like sometimes they're like mean girls, and I hate it.
Did you bully this burger? Well, yeah.
I don't want to say I've never seen that, but I see traits of people's parents in them, so you kind of know how they're gonna act. But I've never seen like drastic change.
Well,
Like
here's the thing though, if you met all of my siblings, 4 of us, if you met all of our siblings,
You wouldn't even think
especially
you were
me,
related.
my brother and I, if it wasn't for the fact that I was him with hair, you wouldn't know that we were raised by the same people. He's so different, he's very monotone, he's an engineer, like very into like math and stuff like that. We're just so different. Like I'm very like I need a schedule and I have to be on time, and he's like and I'm a morning person, and he's like a night person. He sleeps through his 11 o'clock class, and like exactly. Like we're so different. So and my parents are really different too, but it's like I've definitely met people who weren't just a little different. Like I get what you said about traces, but like some things are just different.
Alright, I got you. You're talking about baseline stuff.
Yeah.
The field defenseless, that's one of the worst things in the world.
This is the
But I
longest
agree
commercial of
about,
my
like,
life.
sometimes, like when people's parents are like really like brutal and like aggressive with them, like that translates to them being like that to other people, and it's like, I won't
I think a
have
lot of things translate, and then the stuff that doesn't translate. I feel like it's just you reacting to your parents, and that's who you're around all the time. So
This is a good commercial. I always get nervous when it's like a company putting out something because it's like you're just trying to hijack social justice for your own aims. But that's a quality video.
Social justice.
What the thing that you guys are talking about though, like parental traits. I think there is sometimes when you see your parents doing things that are wrong, you can react. You can be opposite. You can be opposite of it, and then it can still be a problem. Like I think no one has perfect parents. I think most of us have parents that tried, but
There are perfect people.
yeah. I mean, we're not perfect. What if we had a perfect birthing and rearing and all that stuff? Would
You'd
turn
still
out.
be a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, you'd be full of shit anyway.
Some people consider having parents with resources, as in like money and things like that. Like that's the perfect parent,
Yeah. But,
And then you have rich ass kids snorting coke. In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Catholic school bathroom.
right. Or you
Not
have.
to say you can't be a functional coke addict.
Well, I'm saying that you cannot be a functional coke addict.
Well, you should talk to my relative. No, what? No. I'm kidding about that. But
End the hour.
Are you a high functioning coke addict? I can tell. You got a little
Honestly, I
something.
think Ryan is.
I'm not. I
Honestly,
actually
if
not.
I found out Ryan.
No.
I wouldn't be
If
surprised.
I
honestly would
no,
not
people
be
say it, and
surprised.
like I cannot blame them. But like
But I
I've
mean,
never.
would you be surprised if he smoked a cigarette or a blunt?
Cigarette, yes. Blunt, no.
You wait.
Oh,
Okay, because I've
you're
never
up for a
smoked a blunt,
surprise.
but I've smoked 2 cigarettes.
Because I feel like, like he's
No.
just
But
like,
you
No.
realize everybody here realizes that the cigarette is bad.
It's- well, yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
is bad. But marijuana is
Yeah.
good for
Okay.
your
So
body.
the thing is, like I.
Listen, I
If
feel
you're
like
saying
alcohol
vodka's
gets
not
bad
good
rap.
for me, you are wrong.
It's not good for your body. It's not good for your liver.
No, okay.
I drink,
So,
I
but no,
drink,
wait,
don't get me
you
wrong.
thought that
I'm making my
like you wouldn't be
liver strong.
surprised. Wait, you wouldn't be surprised if I smoked a cigarette, but you'd be surprised if I smoked marijuana.
No, I
Oh,
would
the other
be
way
around.
surprised if you smoked a cigarette. I would not be surprised.
Well, I guess you should be
Would you be-
surprised
would
because
you be
I've smoked 2
surprised?
cigarettes. There's film of it actually.
Would you be surprised
But-
that he sold it?
if he sold marijuana,
I wouldn't do that because I don't want.
I wouldn't be surprised because he's got bank.
Yeah.
So
I don't have bank yet. You know what was bothering me? I was thinking about.
What?
I've had
Gotta get
people offer
hydrated.
me hundreds of dollars to write essays for them,
What do you think I'm gonna drink?
and I've turned them down because it's unethical and all that stuff.
Oh.
But I was thinking, I've seen that, like those essay websites, and they're trash. And people who pay $100 and they make a C, but they just don't care. I would make a killing
watches Game of
because
Thrones?
I've slammed out 2,000 word essays in half an hour
finished this
and made
episode.
hundreds on them before.
It took
Do you know
me
how
2.5
tempting it
weeks.
is? To just
It's
go to,
so
go
good,
through
though.
anonymous, but I'm not going to do that
I
because
wish
I know
I
that's,
was you. I
that's
wish I had never
not
seen it just so
correct.
I could
It's
watch
not
it
helping the
again.
person
I'm
paying
gonna
it,
watch it.
and it is.
What do you
It's
understand?
the thing that I
I
wouldn't,
didn't
honestly, I probably.
I watched
No, I
all
wouldn't want
17
to
in 2.5
deal
weeks.
drugs either. But like,
Did you like it?
if it was something like,
Bro, I loved it.
oh,
What was the
anyway,
a lot of
you know,
material.
It's not
so
over. It's got one more season.
we
How
probably
was the
should
new
end
one?
this here. But
How was the recent one? Which one? Which
Oh,
which
well, I
season did
just
you
got
like?
to
the
see-
do you watch
season
Game of
seven,
Thrones?
episode
No, I haven't gotten to that either. But no, it was his fault. It's not. It was my fault. I smoked a
I
cigarette,
can
but
do it in
like,
2.5
kinship
days.
provided
I
the
could do it in 2.5
smokes.
days if I didn't have obligations.
When I smoked
yeah.
the
Bro,
cigarettes.
I watched
I'd have to
9
not
hours.
Well, okay, the thing is, it's like, you know, the idea was, and I was not drunk when I did it either. I just was like, well, I know I'm not going to go for it because I know how much I have relatives who's pretty heavy smokers, and on the one hand, I actually don't mind the smell of cigarette smoke because I grew up around it, and it's like I like the smell of cigarette smoke, but I also see like cheap cigarettes are like $30 a carton, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Who do you think is
But so I smoke 2 different kinds of cigarettes. I don't know what was the difference between the two. Yeah.
You were smoking
Don't say
one.
nothing.
It was all menthol. It was all menthol.
Okay, no, I
Yeah.
smoked 2. I
Okay, so
smoked
I'm
2.
thinking
But
that
it was
it's
2 different kinds of
target.
Yeah, one
And
was one that
the
the one you gave me with
Oh,
someone else
and
gave
the
me.
other
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Do
Enrique.
you want
Yeah,
me to
that's
spoil
right.
it for you?
Right. But anyway,
But I
so
really
like
don't know.
in smoking, it's like
I'm
I
gonna
knew
say-
okay,
You got
it
20
wasn't
minutes.
for me,
20
I know,
minutes.
I can
but I
do
could
it.
see why people enjoyed
But then it'd be
smoking
kinda
because
weird,
it's, you know,
'cause
it's
doesn't-
kind of like.
Don't
It's
they
worse,
sleep
but
together,
like
so
it's
if
not
they're
as
brother and
enjoyable. Like when
sister,
you're
it'd be kinda-
outside,
I mean,
near the campfire.
I'm not
and
gonna
it's-
spoil it for you.
You know, you get the smoke in you. It's kind of like that
And
on
I
a
still
small
hate
scale, and
Cersei.
it's like a lot more in you, and it's
I
a
still
little
hate Cersei.
trashier
I
feeling.
love her.
But I can see why people
She's
like it.
so
But it's
evil.
not that.
She's that good
It's
taste
not.
of evil. Like red
It
wine.
didn't feel good enough. It's
No.
not like what I would
Like
imagine.
mustache
I
twirler
will make
evil.
him smoke
Dude,
the
and I
plug.
thought like it was a big deal.
No,
like,
I would
us
have to
who
do it where it
watched
was legal. I'd
I
have to be in Colorado.
Nobody watched.
No, you'll do it in
Or
Colorado.
I'm not.
Amsterdam.
I can't
It's-
like.
it's legal
Or
in
Amsterdam,
love
yeah.
with
It's
anybody.
not legal in Colorado.
It is legal. Everybody
Like
has
we
it.
have a Stein
Yeah.
Summer
The other
Season.
day-
Okay, hey guys, it's been a great stream. Nadia, thank you for joining us. Thank you everyone for joining us.